Friend, I've been looking at all these like different beat faces, and I just feel like I'm like your regular everyday makeup girl, right? But sometimes you want to switch it up. So I want to kind of do like a beat face today. Like a beat face. I don't know. Let's just play in a little makeup today and see what we get. I don't know. Let's go. Alright, y'all. So let's just get started. I'm gonna go ahead and put my hair up because we about to get to the nitty gritty. Okay. Alright, y'all. I got my little energy drink. Y'all, I can't even stop talking about Alani because they're so good. So I have all of my makeup that I'm going to be using. My little clear tin bin thing. Love this. It keeps my station clean. When you're done, put it back in the box. I'll go ahead and lay all of my makeup and all my products out, and then I have this to the side. As I do my makeup, I put the stuff back in here, so once I'm done, everything is clean. Cleaning hack! I'll go ahead and moisturize my lip. I'm gonna use the Laneige. It comes with its own little spoolie that just stays in the lid, and I love it. I have been using the crap out of this. I love this stuff. I have nails, and it just makes it better because I'm tired of dipping my nail inside of my lip glosses. I don't want to do that every time. I like to put a lip balm on my lips at the beginning stages, so by the time that I get to my lip products, like my lipsticks or lip liners or something, it's not too greasy on my lips. I kind of want to color correct because I do have some dark spots. They're not too bad, but why not? So I'm going in with the Fenty concealer. This is like a orange type of concealer. It's for color correcting. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna just dab it on the dark spots. I want full coverage, but I don't want to take forever to get to it. So that's why you do this step. I'm gonna let this dry down just a little bit. And now I'm just gonna, y'all, my neighbor, they like, car. Going on now, please, and thank you, sir, man. Then I like to blend it out with my finger. If you do not let it dry down a little bit before you do this, it's just gonna shear right out. And then you're gonna be looking like, girl, what happened? Honey, it ain't dry. Uh-oh, I put too much on that first one. God, duh. Blend, blend, blend. Make sure you create a thin layer, though. Don't have it cakey or anything. It needs to be like a nice, smooth layer that actually covered the dark spot. So now I'm gonna go in with the Danesa Myricks blurring powder. Looks like this. And I'm gonna use this really dense brush just because I like how it buffs it into my skin, and I can just kind of tap, tap. I use this like as my primer because it has a little bit of coverage, but it dries down to like a powder, you know? Because normally I would put on a primer and then I'd set it with a powder. So it's pretty much, I feel like, the same thing. I didn't show this initially, but I'm gonna go in with this Airbrush Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. I just want something a little wet so that when I'm applying my foundation, it just glides a little bit better. Let me go ahead and put one of these little pad thingies on. Hand palette is activated. Love these things. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario foundation. I am in the shade 24N. So I'm just gonna do one pump. I'm gonna start off with one pump. We'll see how far this takes us. And I'm gonna be using my stippling brush. I haven't used this in years. This is actually by MAC. I've had this brush for so long. It might start shedding, but whatever. Go ahead and stipple. Because I kind of want like a airbrushed finish. I know y'all probably like, girl, I can't even see this foundation. Exactly. Exactly. That's what you want. Such a good shade, y'all. And I've just been loving it. I know a lot of people are talking about it right now for good reason. It's so good. Yeah. Absolutely. The base is basing. Nice and chocolate. Nice and chocolate. Yeah. no cakiness. You can get up and luscious, vibrant. This is a 32-year-old face. About to be 33. She look good. Let's continue. Let's go ahead and set that with the Sephora Micro Smooth powder. This is so good. So I like to take it on my big fluffy brush. I think I got this from like TJ Maxx, honey, a long time ago. And just one quick dust of it. Now, I like to do a darker concealer and a lighter concealer. So I'm going with the Too Faced Born This Way in Chestnut, and I'm going with the Hourglass concealer in Flax. This one is gonna go more here in the inner portions, and then I'm gonna have the darker shade on the outer portion, because you don't want this to be ashy and bright. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let's do it. Let's do it, do it now. Oh, baby, she is light. Do I want to go light on the forehead? Just a little bit, huh? Just like, yeah, just a little bit right there. We'll blend that out too. So then I'm gonna take the darker concealer, go here and here. Then I'm gonna also do a little, so that when I blend that out, it ain't too ashy. Y'all say I had fell in my house. I thought somebody was breaking in. I had to go get my... This has been drying for a minute, but you do want to let this set and sit a little bit before you go blending. Don't just like go blending. Don't do that. I like to blend mine out with a beauty blender sometimes. Sometimes I'll do a brush and then a beauty blender. Sometimes I'll just go straight in with the beauty blender. I don't feel like using a brush, so we're gonna do the beauty blender and blend out and upward. When you do the other side, flip it so that you're not getting this darkness on this light color. Take the remaining and put it on my chin. I like to take the butt and just kind of blend out these edges. Okay, let's not do that. Please blend the edges out. You don't want, you see these like harsh lines here? Blend them out. Blend them out. It's okay. Just blend them out so it looks a little bit more seamless. I've been obsessing over these little triangle setting powder thingies. I'll link them below. You get so many off Amazon. I have a whole jar of these. I'm going to go ahead and add a pressed powder first. So I'm just gonna go back in with the Sephora pressed powder. Now, I do need a lighter pressed powder because I don't have one, which is why we're gonna go back on top of that with this loose powder that's more of a yellow color. So first I'm gonna go in with this pressed powder, put a little bit on there like that, dab that in there, and then just set the concealer. As you can see, like, since this is a neutraler like type of pressed powder, it kind of gives a nice blend. I know you can tell that it kind of blended that concealer as opposed to this side that looks like, it's like, Now let's go in with this powder. I'm gonna use my beauty blender for this. I'm gonna add it to the beauty blender, just like that. Then you wanna blow off the additional product. Okay, so you don't want all that on your face. And then I'm gonna go ahead and set this part too with the rest of that. So now you wanna just go ahead and dust off the additional product. I like to take a little bit of my setting spray, and this is the one size setting spray. I like to add it to the beauty blender. Dab it in the palm of my hand first, and then go under my eye and set the under eye with that. Y'all, it's not gonna move. It's not gonna budge. I just saw this contour hack that I think would look good on my face shape. I'm going in with the Sephora Make No Mistake. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand on my little pad thing because I want to sheer it out. I'm gonna use this brush. I think it's perfect for what I'm about to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and like I said, like kind of like sheer that out like that. You see, like just kind of dab that so there's not a big glob in one space. So I'm gonna take my brush and just kind of blend it out and up a little bit. Chisel that underneath. It's giving structure. Go around the forehead. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do like a little bit on my nose. Since this is on like a fluffy brush, it should be blended and everything as you're doing it, you know? Go back with my concealer, not the lighter color, but the darker color that was on the outside. And we're just gonna take it down the bridge of the nose. Real lightly, not too much. I'm gonna go ahead and blend it. I'm gonna go ahead and use the other side of this brush just to kind of get that all concealered down, just so I can shape my brows. This is how I conceal my brows. I just do underneath and then the tail end. And then I just blend it out with a beauty blender. I just blended that into the eye because I'm gonna do eyeshadow. Not that I need a lot of concealer, but it's nice to have a nice little base. I forgot to set my contour. We're doing it with the Mahogany, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Mahogany bronzer. So I'm just gonna take an angled brush, tap, tap, and just set that contour. Just so it's not moving around. You don't want all that. I wanna go ahead and finish off these brows. I'm gonna be using the Kosas Brow Gel. This is all I use, like a bra. All I use is like a brow, like pomade, glue gel, whatever they want to call them. It'll just fill in the sparse brows that you may have, so that you don't, especially if you have brows, like thick brows, or you hairy like me, it just saves you time. Set that nose. This is a check-in on what it looks like so far. It's so pretty, y'all. I think I want to stick to more oranges and browns for this entire look, just so it's all cohesive, because I have an orange blush. So let's do like an orange and it fades into brown maybe. I'm gonna be using these Danesa Myricks like cream eyeshadow situations, y'all. These are really good. Now these are really, really good. However, do not use a lot. Do not. You only need a tiny, tiny bit, because they will spread. They will look so beautiful if you just do it correctly. So let me go ahead and add like a little bit of the orange so I can show y'all. Like, boom, that right there is even too much, but it'll be enough. So I'm gonna go in with just a brush so that I can apply, I don't even know, it's just something that's a little bit fluffy because I know how these products work. I'm gonna start in the inside like this. I'm gonna do the same over here and then work outwards. Now I have a bigger eye than other people, so I'm like trying to go up a little bit more so it's a bigger effect. See, y'all? That little bit of that eyeshadow did both of this. It's so pretty, right? I'm gonna go ahead and put my brown shade on as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and add it right on top of that orange, because I just feel like it has a chance to mesh well with the other color that I have on my eye. It's just gonna look much better. And I go in with the same brush because it's the same thing. And I'm gonna just kind of mix that in and create a brown that has orange undertones a little bit, or whatever color this is. And then just kind of tap it on the outer edge and blend it inward. I'm trying to keep this nice and tight though. And blend until you meet the orange. Now you have a nice blend, but then I like to blend it just a little bit more. So I take a nice clean brush and just go right in the middle and go stupid. Go stupid, blend that, okay? But you have to move fast now because these things dry really quick, really quick. And if it does dry down, just go ahead and get some more of the product to help you with the blending. I like it. This one's giving more of a cat eye. This one's more of a rounded. I think I like the cat eye more. which means I shouldn't have blended it out. It's fine though. It's fine. We're fine. We're fine. I also feel like I want to put a little bit of white in the inner corner. So I'm gonna put it right on top of this. Now this color done dried down, y'all, but I still like to delete. And I'm gonna use the same brush. Creating a color. I'm obsessed with that. You'll never find. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna use a black liner. I like black liner. I don't know. Is this black? It's jet black. Ow. Put the black on the waterline though. I need a little bit more of that brown. I want to just kind of dust it underneath. Let's move on to mascara. Without the bottom lashes, I feel like I look a mess. Now time for the blush. I'm gonna be using this one. It's an orange blush. Love orange blush. It's a cream blush. I need to get into those Rare Beauty ones. I don't even have one. But they look so good. But for right now, we on Fenty. And look at that, y'all. If you are not a blush person, you need to get into it. It gives so much to your face, friend. I love it. So I like to, come on, love. So I like to put the lash around my nail just to give it a little bit of a curve. Look at how curved that is because I put it around my finger. I like to use something that has a wand on it. That's the lash. I like it. It's not bad. It's not too shabby. So I'm gonna do the other eye. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. And then we're gonna get into the lips and the finished look. I forgot I was gonna do highlight today. So I just have a little highlight on this piece of paper. And a fluffy brush. Now this is the Danesa Myricks like illuminating veil liquid highlighter. So that stuff works fast and dry down fast. So if you're gonna use that, be in a rush. Okay, for the lips, I'm gonna go in with the Chestnut Lip Liner. I'm gonna wipe my lips though. I don't want it this moisturized, but you don't want it to be dry and crusty, okay? And I like to do the corners with a little brown. So that leaves like just the inside bare. And this is like my favorite nude. I've had this for years. This is the MAC Honey Love lipstick. So then you're gonna go ahead and put it just in the center. Then just play around with it and get the look that you want. The last step is to set with this setting spray. Love this spray, smells so good. It smells so good. And it's mattifying. All right, you guys, so this is the final look. It looks stunning. I hope you guys got some tips out of this video. I wanted it to be as detailed as possible. I wanted to kind of give you ideas, but I wanted it to low-key be a little simple too, because I didn't want it to be too much of technical this. But I am loving how it looks. It looks amazing. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, all that good stuff, and make sure you are subscribed to my channel because that's how I make my money. Okay, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.